Good morning, everyone. Well, now I've gone and done it. I've gone and found a tractor I've been waiting for my whole life. I've been wanting one of these for so long, and sure enough, here it is. How do I get so lucky? The answer is I don't know that answer, but whatever. So my buddy Scott sent me this picture the other day and said, I just found an 1150 for you. He said, I know you've been wanting one of those forever. I was like, wow, okay, tell me more. So sitting in a junkyard. Okay, well, whatever. If I can find one in a junkyard, you know, that's right up my alley. I'll take it. So he went over and talked to the owner of the junkyard, and they didn't know a whole lot about the tractor other than it just, you know, usual, got dropped off here. Sure enough, they'd be happy to sell it to me. So well, at this point in time, I'm like, that's an 1150. Just name your price, and it's mostly there minus the wheels and tires, hence the wheels and tires. So, needless to say, a deal was made. Let's go bring home a new toy. Well, guys, there it is. Look at that beauty. I'm gonna need a few parts, but hell, I don't care. That's the best part of a tractor is, well, everything I got right there. So, let's see if they can get this thing loaded on Brian's trailer. It's one hell of a loader, guys. That ain't a very small tractor. Yep, this is happening. Well, guys, we're rolling. Hopefully that, here's to say it, nothing goes wrong. We get back to my house real safe. I love doing these sketchy projects. Guys, we made her safe and sound. And that's always 9/10 of the battle when you're hauling junk like this home, but we got it home safe. Now I just got to get Brian to park it over here somewhere, because it is going to take me a little time to get that off that trailer. That's going to be fun. I mean, I'll figure it out. I've never seen me fail yet, but it's still going to be exciting nevertheless. All right, yep, missed the ditch. Perfect. All right, I'm going to guide him where I need him to be here, friends. Well, guys, now that the dust has settled, got Brian and his family off. He was happy enough to leave me the trailer so I can figure out how to... That's going to be the hardest thing, is muscling this big bastard off of here. But I'll figure it out. I always do. So let's get kind of a real look at this, because, guys, honestly, Scott sent me the picture. I really bought this sight unseen. That was an actual thing. So I know absolutely nothing about this tractor, except for that it says 1150. I didn't really need it to say much more than that. I am going to be in need of a nose cone and a grill, which are unfortunately 1150 specific. So that probably cost me more than it paid for the tractor, but that's whatever. It is what it is. So, I mean, shit, guys, the engine's there. No holes in the bottom. Wonder if I can... Oh. Okay. Not seized up. That's... We're going in the right direction every minute here. Sheet metal on this thing is absolutely pristine. I mean, as far as dents go, there's no dents in it. It has the battery box. Oh. It has a battery. Okay, well, let's July of 0, and it's 2024 now, so well, the battery's at least that old. Doesn't mean it's been sitting for 4 years, but it probably has been sitting up to and including for that, maybe. I don't know. You wouldn't just put a battery in to park a tractor. Let's just say that. So, all right, guys, I guess it probably hasn't been sitting all that long, which is great for me. Easier to get them started when they haven't been sitting for 30 years. Again, I got tin work on both sides. She sure is a greasy old turd. I got a drizzle of hydraulic oil. I'm going to want to check that, put a little more in there. Someone's rigged up this fancy can. Hey, if it works, it works. Does it have anything in the... There we go. I don't know if you can see that, but it indeed does have antifreeze in it. So we're really batting well, guys. This is unbelievable. So someone's done a fantastic job with this electronic fuel pump. I don't know a lot about that. Unfortunately though, the fuel, it had fuel in it. The fuel line got poked when we were setting it on the trailer with that big loader. So gonna have to find a gas can or something, get some fuel and bleed everything before we see if we can fire this old turd up. 3-point PTO. Now this is something I have not encountered on any tractor so far, so maybe, I don't know, must be something maybe a guy had that he was, I don't know. Again, I'm not even going to try to figure that out right now. That's beyond what I care about. The hole in the drawbar is not totally wobbled out, so that just tells me this thing hasn't been pulling its life out for the last several years. In case I forgot, left and right. And God bless America, guys. This is the most ugly cab, but I mean, hey, it's homemade, and if it's what you need, it's, well, if it's useful to you, it's useful. This is going completely in the garbage. I might save the angle iron, but I got an open station 1150 here, guys, and I'm going to absolutely make it that way because these are so cool looking tractors. Let's kind of jump up. I don't want to. I got a lot of little yellow stinging bugs in here, so I don't want to upset them too much, but let's just have a look here. Did this have a turbo on it at some point? Maybe. 3,005 hours. That's easy's got one for each bank. There we go. So there's a heat meter over there and a heat meter over here. Otherwise, again, nothing's. The seat's a little bit tore up, but I would expect nothing less. This tractor's 50 years old. Hey guys, this might have been like the 1 in a million buy that I just happened to find. If I can get a battery in this and bleed some fuel through it, we are going to twist that key. And I mean, there's no reason it shouldn't fire right up. The engine's free, unless the injection pump's screwed up or something. Then that leads to the question, why is it in the junkyard? Why would anybody bring a running, perfectly good working tractor to a junkyard, especially an 1150, which has a little bit of a cult following, and people might have paid good money for that? Fortunately, I didn't have to. They sold me this for just about scrap price, so how could I not buy it? But enough about that, guys. So right now, my biggest hurdle is going to be getting those tires on this tractor and getting this tractor off this trailer by myself. And I don't have a payloader with forks on it. I do have a forklift with forks on it, but that's awful heavy. I don't want. I'm just going to set the phone down and start digging in. Yeah, like I say, this part will be easy. That part, I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. One. All right, now, wonder if the studs are in the cab. Oh, guys, I had to go get a little wardrobe change and maybe a hat. Helps with the microphone, even though it looks ridiculous. It's only 11:30 and it's already cooking out here. So anyway, back to this. So I went and robbed a couple studs off the 1105 because the ones that are in there don't fit these wheels, don't fit these hubs. I don't know, whatever. Okay, well, second question, is this jack going to go high enough to do that? I ain't got to get him up real high. Tells me I'm going to be needing a lot of those today. Okay, get that under there. Okay, well, that's come on. Okay, good enough. Ooh. Excellent. There, friends. I know that this is sketchy as hell, but I do feel better knowing there's at least one tire on this tractor. Now, if I let it down and it doesn't pop, hey, we're in even better shape. Easy does it. There. Mission accomplished. Sometimes guys, you just gotta work smarter. Sometimes you gotta work with the cards you're dealt. I'm gonna leave that one right there. All right, let's see if I can make this 2 for 2. Big money. And I need to go 17 inches higher. Oh, 17, here we come. All right. Okay, good enough for me. Now, before 10 or 12 or 18 of you in the comments say, geez, why are you only putting 2 on? That's not safe. Guys, I got to get this off the trailer. I don't have any more. That's all there is to it. Okay, so let's let this down. See if it'll give me the jack back. Absolutely. Come on, there. Okay. All right. Oh, that tire's looking a little soft too. Might as well. You know, since I got it right here anyway. Yeah, guys, like I said, I got this U channel here, C channel, whatever. And I'm telling you what, this ain't your average China C channel. This stuff is heavy, stout duty. And I'm pretty sure it'll hold the weight of this tractor. As long as it's enough to get the drawbar bracket up. Set these wheels down on it. And like I said, just kind of hook one tractor to that, one tractor to this, and it ain't got far to go. It probably won't tip over. Probably. I know, guys, sketchy as hell, but what choice do I have here? Alright, will you go under there yet? Almost. That's already digging in. Alright, plan B. Set these on this way. So I don't hate that. That's probably not the worst thing that's going to happen to me today. Get this under here just in case. I have a feeling this tractor wants to just roll off of here the way she sits. Which honestly, well, that might not be that bad. All right, so with all this being kind of, I don't know, kind of set, I suppose. I got wheels on the front. I thought about getting another tractor back here, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think, hear me out. And again, guys, this is I'm just shooting from the hip. I ain't got a good way to do this. So I'm going to pick the least bad way. Yeah. So let me get the 1105 out. Get her on the front of that trailer. From there, at least I know the front end ain't going up. I still got blocks for the back. I can move the trailer. I'm trying to just pull the trailer out from under this and cause as little damage as possible. That's my hope. Is it going to work out that way? I ain't got a clue, but I'm going to do it. That's what's happening. Well, guys, I think now that I got it all set up there, she's probably going to just roll off. So for now, I'm going to leave the blocks there. I'm going to pull that front wheel block and just, hey, whatever happens, happens. We're all in this together. Well, guys, I don't think that could have gone any less graceful. But you know what? It's off the trailer. I guess at the end of the day, that's what I was looking for. Well, like I said, guys, I was pretty sure this was going to take all day. Been half the day now, and I still don't have the back tires on. Let's get to that. Well, guys, as you can see, I'm definitely making some headway. It's slow. Here, just There ain't no good way to do this, so I have to take my time, and it's gonna take all day. But I think before I get too crazy, I need to get these other wheels flipped over, get the cast centers out of them, because I think I'm just gonna roll those wheels right up onto these centers. I feel like in the long run, it might be twice as many bolts to take out, but I just feel like that's the right way to do this. So yeah, let's do that now. That'll be fine where it's sitting. Well, let's see how this treats me. So far, so good. Always got to be one. Thanks for being that one. Well, that's most of them. I guess that's them. That'll have to do. So, get the ones out of here I can get. I'll just have to pick this wheel up around it and really hope for the best. I got no choice. Just like that. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. Perfectly good forklift right there. Still chose to do this by hand. Guys, I sure hope after all this shit, this tractor actually does start and run. I guess if nothing else, it'll be easier to push it around when it has tires on it. Don't move. That's good enough. I'm not really doing any row cropping with this right now, so the width of my wheels really doesn't matter. Well, that puts her up on 3. Man, I tell you what a hell of a long day this has been. Just one to go. And then I can actually start the fun hard work. Think that through. Let's get on the right side of this. Come on, you. There we go. Hold still. Need some bolts. Whew. She's sitting on all four of her own, guys. Finally, after the whole day. That one's definitely crooked. Oh well. I'll worry about that later. Well, I guess, guys, now it's time to put some fuel to this thing and see if it runs. I sure hope it does after all this, but again, you go picking up stuff out of the junkyard that looks like that, you're liable to have your day ruined. But hey, it's still an 1150, so worst case scenario, it won't be that bad. All right, well, I got most of the mess cleaned up. I gotta push that thing off of there to get that out, pick up those centers, and then time to start on the fun. I got that electric fuel pump there. Now, clearly, with that line, I need some fuel. So I grabbed a can of fuel. I'm gonna try to strap it down right there, run the hose into it and see if that pump works. If that pump works, I can bleed it right there. And what else can we do? We can just try it. things for sure, guys. I need to do some hornet control in this before I jump in it. That's for sure. I got enough. Yep. If I had the right size tires on, I don't think my battery charger would have reached it. There, we'll just let that cook for a little while. Fuel. There. We'll call this the fuel tank for now. I think I can just okay. I feel really good about that. Okay. Well, guys, a lot of this is going to be absolutely less than ideal, but I just want to hear this bitch run for 5 minutes. Probably enough fuel for that 5 minutes. Okay, now let's see what I need now. Power to this fuel pump to see if it'll run. Okay, well, if that's what works. Borrow my battery charger here for a minute. Excellent. Okay, let me grab something here and bleed this off. God, this is just working out. Still waiting for some bubbles. I haven't seen any bubbles, but whatever. Okay. Should I just hit it? No, because I got to kill some hornets first. They're going to be more mad at me in there than I want to deal with. So, well, she definitely returning fuel. That's good. Returning it to a tank that doesn't have a hole in it. A little brake cleaner goes a long way when you're killing yellow jackets, guys. All right, I'm gonna give them a minute here. So let's checklist, guys. Bled to the filters. I'm gonna assume that's okay. And if it don't start, well, obviously it's not. We'll have to bleed the injectors out too. Hydraulic oil is there, but low, so let's not go working up fields with it if it does start. I got antifreeze in it. I got yellow jackets dead. I got my electric fuel pump. Let me turn that back on, guys, and let's just try it out. What the? Alright guys, it ain't every day you just go to the junkyard and buy an 1150 and it fires up with 1/2 a crank. What the hell? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, but what the? That thing runs like a top. Nope, I gotta have that plugged into the fuel pump or it won't keep running. It may die anyway now, I don't know, but what? You kidding me right now? I don't believe I'm standing here and hearing this thing. It sounds awesome. PTO spins, well, so's my 1155. You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna grab a hot wire to go up from that battery down to the pump so I can take my charger off. Now, all right, let's see. You gotta be kidding. No freaking way. Guys, how many of these have I drug home that have no hydraulics? I can think of a couple right off the bat. My 1100, my 1155. That works. I know if it steers, it'll do everything else it needs to do because all that system is tied in together. I can't even believe this. This could be, I know I've had a couple of Willet starts that have gone really, really smooth, but this might be the smoothest beyond repair. I mean, I don't, this is too much. The hydraulic seat even works. Unreal. That thing ain't even hardly smoking. I don't know what to say except for that's been the best buy I've made all year. shut that down for a minute. I don't believe it. Huh. I better not celebrate too much yet. I mean, I haven't driven it, so clutch could be out, transmission could be junk. But I mean, on top of, I would expect something should have to be wrong. I mean, you don't just find these sitting in a junkyard with nothing wrong. Unless you do, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on here. There's this, let's see if I can figure out where that wire goes. Up here. Up there. Maybe there's a switch in the cab for the fuel pump. I don't know. Okay, well, problems are solving themselves quickly here. Well, I guess, friends, let's see if it moves. I don't believe it. All right, well, no Hornets. Let's, oh, this is a big old tractor. Tell you what, this cat has gotta, that's gotta go. So let's, yeah, found this little switch over here. Got fuel pump. Got a hydraulic pressure gauge, which looks low, but whatever. Must have some shit under there. I gotta clean that out. Okay. We're moving. How's the multi-power? We're going too slow. I can't tell if that actually works or doesn't. Got reverse. I just hit the multi-power. It does work. Unbelievable. The exhaust gauges work. Temperature gauge appears to work. It's charging the battery. How about the headlights? Let's try that. Friends, I don't know what to say, but wow. Wow. Who scraps an 1150 That don't worry about that now. I did if you follow this line, it goes, oh shit, I gotta shut my fuel pump off. It goes right here to where this fuel line is. So I mean, that makes sense. It should be drizzling some fuel out. But turn that off. Guys, I really don't know what to say, but I must be the luckiest sumbitch that ever lived to find these things. I mean, I found a few of them, but I have yet to find one at a junkyard that needs to have the cab removed. Well, no, I think maybe I'm the king of ugly cab tractors. And that's the best homemade unit I've ever seen right there. It's going to be short-lived for this planet. But again, friends, I just don't know what to say. This is outstanding. So guys, obviously I got my work cut out for me here. Got more projects to work on now, which is fine. I'll take one of these to work on any day, any day. So if anybody knows where I can get a nose cone and a front grill piece, I'm gonna be needing those in my near future. Other than that, there ain't no, I don't need any other sheet metal. Everything's there. It's fairly straight. Tractor runs good. Got to fix a hole in the fuel tank and fuel line now. Well, guys, I tell you what, the mountains are blue. I'm sweating my ass off. I now have a successful day. I don't even know what to say. I'm just going to stop talking right now. Guys, I'm going to let you go here. Thanks for watching, everybody. More to come with this one. We'll see you next time. Couple power tools, unrecognizable. That's better already.